but tag team event, and it's a normal sort of thing. You play in twos. You can tag your guys in and out at the end of each level. There's a compulsory tag. There's also something that we're working on as well, which I can't tell you at the moment.
All right, okay.
But there's also something going along as well on the outside.
Chinese, open face.
Well, now then.
Half the people won't even know what Chinese is.
Well, to be honest, speaking to the person who actually hasn't got a clue either.
There you go.
But apparently, it's all the rage. I've seen everybody playing it. To be honest, I don't know much about it, so I'm not even going to pretend to.
25-25?
The 25-25, the national 25-25.
Right,
we did it last year. Obviously, it was only sort of known in the northwest, and a few people knew about it. Everybody knows about the 25-25. It's getting bloody darker and darker, isn't it? Everybody knows about the 25-25. That's back on the calendar. I'm expecting a massive turnout for it. It's going to be the normal format, 3 flights, coming back for the day 2, and then obviously to a conclusion.
We could talk for about half an hour, but it is actually going to throw it down with rain very, very shortly. We want to go for a dip in the sea. The 25-25's on. We've also got a blindsman buff. There's a Goliath final on the Sunday. There's also the 25-25 on the final on the Sunday. There's a deep and steep final on the Sunday as well. Sunday's going to be busy.
Sunday's going to be busy. We've got lots of things going on the Sunday. We've got the poker play event as well. So people who play along with the poker play event, they've got an event coming. We've also got a red tooth event as well. So they're coming on the Sunday. So it's going to be manic on the Sunday. It's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be a good crack. And if you're not there, I just want to know why and what the hell were you doing?
10th till the 17th of August. Enjoy the Goliath. We will. One last thing for it. Pitch it down with rain.
What's that?
I'll race you to sea.
Right then.
Right, go. So while we're waiting for the players, just run through the chip counts at the break. Just waiting. 8 players left. In seat 1, Joe has got 819,000. Chris 1.2 mil. Ben Windsor in seat 3 has got 375. Started the final table with 520. Regin 350. He's dropped down from 625 as well. Lee Taylor up to 400,000. Chris Barnes is on 220. He's nearly doubled his starting stack on the final table. Martin Bader on 255, just about exactly the same, and Francois Goulet is down to 92. We only had 136, so it's probably a couple of orbits not played a hand, and Francois just can't get involved. He is here. There the chip counts as it stands. 8 players are left in the GUKPT final. So back into it now. Just a 10-minute break for the guys. They don't need an hour, do they? They don't need an hour. But we're back now. Everybody's in the mix, ready to rock and roll. Team leader is still Chris Cousins. Andy Hills tuning in to the live stream now. Nice one, Liquid Eyes, who's doing the Sunday grind. Afternoon, Andy. Hope things are well. Tweeting away. Don't forget you can follow us GUKPT _ updates and GUKPT on the Facebook page. The last question was on the Facebook page. We've got 3 tokens. Well done to everybody that had a guess, and well done for the winners. As you can see, blinds are now 8,000, 16,000, running on to 2. So Debbie O'Connor, go Ben Windsor. Go Ben Windsor. Thanet's finest, Mr. Ben Windsor. Seat 1, Joe Greenfield. 2, Chris Cousins. 3, Ben Windsor. Wee Jin in 4, Lee Taylor, Chris Barnes, Martin Bader, Francois Goulet, and Ellie Biasek, who's just been eliminated. She was 9th for 2,300. So all the chips are in seats 1 and 2 at this moment in time. So we just can't see Martin's cards, but it's no big deal at the moment. Ben in seat 3 gets out of the way. Nice to see you all watching this Sunday afternoon. If you're on the grind, good luck. Plenty of people on Twitter and on Facebook as well. So Martin Bader all in again for 255, and we just cannot find a call with the ace-10 suited. Cannot find a call. Aye aye. Oh, it's come off the beach. He's come off the beach. He's out the bookies with his winnings.
Yeah, I wish, almost. How you doing, Phil?
I'm alright, Jeff, how are you?
Yeah, good. Good final table we got, isn't it?
It is. I know there's not many household names, but it is very good.
This is where you get to see the next big thing, though, isn't it? There's, also, Martin Bader's a champ already, isn't he? Champ of London last year.
Yep.
He's good to watch as well.
He is.
He doesn't mind sticking his chips in. I see seat one's got the all-in button in front of him. Is he ready to use it?
No, because he's second in chips.
Oh, is he? That's Joe. That's Joe we had last night, yeah.
Yeah, Joe's second in chips.
Why has he got an all-in button?
I think everybody has, hasn't they?
Oh, have they? You've got 9 these days, have they?
Or unless they might just have one, and he just might like it. He might be. He's not used it yet, so.
I think they told us last time that it's not binding if you throw the all-in button in anyway.
Really?
Yeah, but they have all got buttons. Yeah.
So why is an all-in button not binding?
Because it's not part of the rules, basically.
Do you still have to announce it?
I think you have to announce it or put, yeah. I think just throwing the button in, but that would cause confusion, wouldn't it? If you throw the button in, the next person says call, and you say, hang on, that wasn't a bet. It's like sometimes you hear someone say, I'll put you all in a pot. That's not a bet either, because you're not allowed to count their chips, so you don't know how much you're betting. So, and the dealer's not allowed to count their chips, so you can't say, I'll put you all in. That's not a bet. So you can say it, and then when the guy says call, you say, well, I haven't bet anything yet.
Yeah.
Never seen it happen, but I've seen it be
that has
called
to
a few
be
times.
that has to be one of the biggest ankle shoots.
Yeah,
surely
you can't say I'll put you all in. But talking of all in, button raise, Queen 10, Chris, and Ben's shoved. 395k.
He's done that twice now. A slight raise and a massive all in. He's done exactly the same twice before.
I wonder if that's player specific. I wonder if he kind of thinks that Chris might make a gambly call, might fancy gamble.
Because he did it on Joe before,
right.
And these two guys got all the chips.
Yeah. So he might be thinking, yeah, I've got more chance of getting a call than if I just make a standard 3-bet.
Yeah.
What are the blinds at the minute?
The blinds are 8-16.
8-16. So Chris is making it like guessing 40k, something like that, and yeah, he's all in for 4. I mean, it's kind of standard, isn't it? 10 times the raise.
Yep.
It's kind of about a right shove and sack. It just seems a lot, doesn't it?
Well, Frank is down to 5 bigs.
Well, Frank had a good day on the feature table last night, didn't he?
He did.
When we were commentating. He's gone a bit downhill.
Welcome to Angler Shooting 101.
We'll teach you all the tricks. Teach you what to watch out for.
I actually didn't know that about the all-in button.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd have to double check. They've never given them all out before. When I was heads up with Sonny, they gave us an all-in button each, but they've never had 9 before. So the players in seat 1 or 9, wherever the dealer kept them, could grab them and shove them in. But they did call a ruling in one of the GKPTs, and someone shoved it in. And he said you can't do that anyway. That's not the button doesn't actually play. It's just a symbol to show people with headphones or whatever that there's an all-in without you having to move your big stacks. It does make sense having them, I think. Good for the game. Stops people.
Obviously, with the comps where there's a hell of a lot of chips in place.
You don't want to in and tumbling over and stuff.
Yeah.
So Joe's become Joseph overnight, has he, on our screen?
Yeah.
He's got his Sunday name out for Sunday. That's very good. Whatever he's calling it, we're going to call him Joe. Still, Joe's raised it with Queen 9 of diamonds. It's a pretty nice raising hand in the hijack. Lee's found a pair. Lee's got 370. I think you can peel here, Tower, don't you?
Well, you don't. It's not the worst thing to do. You've got to make hand as well.
Yeah, I think you peel because you're disguised as well, aren't you? If you do hit one of your fours, you're very well disguised.
Yes.
I just think you have to be quite ready to throw it away if you don't hit one. That's all. Rather than thinking, "Ooh, there's only 2 overcards. I might still have the best hand," and get yourself in trouble out of position against a good player with a big stack. Which is, I mean, you might think that, mightn't he? There's a Queen 7-3 flop. You might think, well, there's only 2 overcards, and it's unlikely to have a 7 in his hand, so he's either got the Queen, but.
Can we peel once? Or is it just like a basically standard?
He might peel once, but I just think
check bet fold. Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, just because you don't want to be playing out of position against a good player.
Top pair gets tricky.
It's a bit tricky, so that's probably going to cost.
There's the sunshine for the next half an hour. Another 7 pairs the board.
7 of hearts. That's a great card for for Joe, really. It's less likely he's got a 7 now. Now Lee's going to think his hand's good. Joe can just call. Joe's got to just call here because obviously Lee can have a 7. I think he'll call here, and he'll call river as well if he gets the chance. Tricky spot for Lee now. Now he doesn't really know if what he's up against. He really wanted to just bet and take that down, didn't he? He wanted to have the best hand and just to take it down. Yeah. It's ace on the river, is it?
It's the ace of spades.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
It's not a great.
The death card.
Not a great card. I still think Joe should be value betting here. See, that's the thing. The good players know when to get some extra value out of their hands, whereas the recreational players here were just checking it. Oh, an ace has come. That's not great.
Well, it is a small bet.
Yeah, I like that though. I like
a
just
small call me bet.
Extract a little bit of value. Trying to say I might have had clubs, I might have busted clubs, or I might be value betting a 3. You know, that's what Lee's thinking. Have you got a 3 here? I mean, an ace does hit Joe's range once he's checked behind the flop. An ace is a pretty likely hand he's got. See whether Lee can get away from this. Only 35 to win 180 though. We're always tempted by a bargain tower, aren't we? Good fold by Lee. He's a good player, Lee. Folds it up.
Still 8. And down to 5 bigs. You've got to be thinking that Frank's going to be jamming him in at some stage. Very soon.
Some point you'll have to.
Yes.
Literally. There's a 100 quid 6 max today, Tower. Fancy getting your
£100 6 max. Starting at what, 5?
It's already started.
Oh, started at 4.
Started at 4. You can get in until 6. 5k guaranteed. Guess how many runners they got at the minute?
18.
17.
Oh,
they probably have got 18 now.
17.
So there's overlay on the cards, and if anyone wants to play the 100 quid 6 max. It's a very sunny day down in Brighton, so I imagine not many people.
Yes.
People who did plan on playing, if it was raining.
Have you been out before you come here? Did you go for a wander?
Just now, just wandered down here, straight down here. Just nice walking along past the beach, though, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
Loads
so
of
busy.
people about,
So busy. Man, obviously bank holiday weekend as well.
Loads of bars and restaurants, and everyone sat outside.
Yep.
The sun makes everyone so much happier.
It does.
Even us.
And if we could guarantee, I'm not being funny, but you wouldn't want to go anywhere else living down here. Because it's amazing.
Yeah. No, it is. I like it. As I say, when I worked in the centre of London, I used to work with a lad who lived in Brighton. Used to commute in every day. It cost him a good old fortune on travel, but at the same time, it's cheaper to live here than it is in London. It takes only just over an hour to get to work. Yeah, it's not the worst commute. So you've got exactly the same 2 hands again here. Look. This time it's Martin's got the Queen 10 raised, and Ben has found the Ace King again. Martin's a bit more sticky, isn't he? No, he's moved all in though again.
He does like that move.
Yeah.
At this moment in time, he does like the nicking the min raise with the blinds.
I think against someone like Martin though, who likes to peel really wide, you're quite likely to have him dominated there with the Ace King. I know he didn't on that occasion, but I think I like a smaller min raise, a smaller re-raise.
So we're still 8-handed. Joe, Chris, Ben, Hui, Lee, Chris, Martin and Frank. Pick your winner.
We've got Hui Lee and Chris Martin.
We have got...
Wondered what he'd been up to.
Yeah, it's been a bit quiet, Chris Martin.
So our chippy is still Chris in seat 2?
Chris Cousins in seat 2, 1.2 mil.
Wow.
Got a third of the chips in play.
He's got a third of the chips already, wow.
With 8 left.
Wow, he's your favourite then. There's your all in. You said he was coming soon.
Frank's moved all in, and his cards have not been put in the box for a second. Done that a few times today, I must admit.
I imagine someone's going to call here though. He's only got 5 bigs. He has put them in the box. 10 jack he's got. What? I imagine he's going to get a call at least by the big blind, if not before, for the 5 bigs.
Anybody? Any takers?
Oh, he's got it through to the small blind. You wouldn't mind a call off the small blind. He's got dominated. Martin will call. Whatever Martin's got, he'll call. 2 unders he'll call.
2 unders? As in the nut low?
There we go. I said if he's got 2 unders, he'll call. No, he folded the deuce 3. Wow, Frank's loving life there, is he? Almost doubled his stack there. He's picked up more than 2 big blinds, and he only had 5 bigs.
Rob King says it's not cheap to live in Brighton.
It's cheaper than living in London, Rob, is what I said.
Yeah.
It is cheaper than living in London.
Next event for us on the GUKPT circuit is Walsall. Jeff loves Walsall.
Walsall is the best.
We in fact the montage that PK put together.
Yeah.
Had you collecting your trophy in Walsall?
Any idiot can win in Walsall. Me, Sonny, Jerome.
Yeah, it's the next on the leg, 28th of May till the 1st of June.
So I'll give you a tip about Walsall as well.
All right.
There's an Indian restaurant just outside the, just by the opposite the Grosvenor there. It's
all right.
One of the best Indians you'll ever had.
Really?
And you know when you walk in there, it's good because it's full of Indian people. So they're all,
okay.
kind of local Indians.
Yeah.
So they all go there because the food's so good. The food is really good, and you can just about squeeze it in if you during the dinner break if you race across there.
Yeah, nice one.
It is the best Indian.
Martin's on a tendency to not push cards in the box at the moment. Oh, he has done now. There he goes. He's now remembered. He's now remembered. Good lad. It's not as if he's not done it before. He's a GUKPT winner.
He is a champ. Very good champ as well. Real nice guy.
I don't know if you saw the video of him we did this morning.
No.
When we asked him what on earth happened on the feature table yesterday. And he admitted, he went, oh my god, I don't know. I don't know.
It did just went a bit pear-shaped for him, didn't he? He didn't play very well, but he's like that though. You know, he'll tell you I didn't play well then, but I'm determined to play well now. Yep. So it's very middly, all the stacks here, isn't it? All these kind of 15 bigs and to 20 big stacks, they're all trying to wait for Frank to go to at least ladder up one spot. What's next out, Teller?
It's 2.7.
2.7, that's not bad for your weekend's work.
Nope.
But then after that it's 3.2, so they all know if they wait till Frank goes, they get at least another 500 quid before they have to stick their chips.
That's your buying for Walsall.
It is, yeah. That's your Walsall buying.
That's right.
Unless you go for qualifying the satellites, of course.
Yes. 3 £5 feeder tokens given away so far.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, I wish I'd won one. I won one somewhere, didn't I, in one of your competitions?
You did?
I was watching at home.
You did indeed.
Yeah.
You did indeed. It keeps them all jolly. We have to have got to be a bit light-hearted as well as serious stuff.
Oh, of course. Those £5 feeders are great as well. I think the one on Tuesday has 6 seats guaranteed, and then there's 4 seats guaranteed in the final. You only have to get through about 60 people in total to win one of 6 seats. One of 4 seats.
Yes. Chris jams all in this time.
Wow,
in the
super
cuff.
connectors. I'm not a big fan of that, not when there's a 5 big blind stack around.
Well, it works.
I think you should be playing a bit tighter there. 290k, so he's got like 15 bigs. 13 bigs, yeah. Yeah, I think you should be waiting for the 5 bigs to either double up or go home before you do that, but it worked. Chris B, that was. Chris Cousins is the big chip leader, isn't he?
He is.
So you see just by the size of his stack, aren't you? The physical size of it, edging over the line.
Yeah,
like
the blue chips are the 50,000s, the light blue ones.
Yeah, we love the 50Ks.
The yellows are 5, blacks are 1, and the greens are 500s.
Never worked out why they're not 25k chips, have you? With these 50k chips.
No, I know. I don't know.
Next time they order some chips, I might have a word. 25k chips.
We'll be needing some chips for Goliath.
Yeah.
They'll need a few then.
Yeah, there's huge, isn't it? 6 day ones, is it, in Goliath?
There is. Starting on 10th of August.
Wow.
On the Sunday.
We'll be there.
All week.
We'll be there propping up the bar.
Yes.
Doing a bit of work. That time I went deep in Goliath. It's a good standard of poker is Goliath. It's good fun.
It is.
A lot of recreational players. A lot of fun at the table.
A lot of people think, for £100 comp, why would I bother? But
yeah, you chat to the lads who've won 30 grand.
Exactly. You see the prize pool of $250,000.
Yeah.
For the start, and then you think, well, hang on a minute.
Yeah. Chris is called from the blinds here with King Jack. Oh, Chris. Lee's raised with the ace-4 of spades. Flop top 2 pair. And Chris has got the nut flush draw. Lee's got a c-bet here. He's got top 2, but he's obviously not got any clubs. Chris has got the nut club draw.
Mr. Taylor. No,
What's Chris going to do? I think he's going to check raise here. By the look of it, he's grabbed his chips. Raise to 100. Wow, this is basically all in, isn't it? He's raised to 100. He's only got another 64 on top of that.
You gotta be thinking, yeah. I think he's just said the all, yeah.
Yeah, all in.
Where's the button? See, where's the triangle? You've all got a triangle.
An all in and call. There go the blue chips.
A two pair and bare king.
Flush draw, just a bare flush draw. 2-1 favourite Lee to double up. Remember, even if he hits a club, that Lee can pair up the ace of the 4. But he's a 2-1 favourite to get a big double up here. 640k in the middle. Turn card 5, no good.
No good.
Just needs to swerve a club. Lee gets a double. Oh
no, man!
Club on the river.
The bare king of clubs. Oh, it was not good for Lee. We boxed him a couple of years ago by saying he will win one of these. He then went lean for 6 months. He's made another final table. He's just been eliminated in 8th place for £2,700, and he's just looking down at Chris Cousins thinking, how can he call?
Well, the rich get richer. Well, yeah. I mean,
I think with his stack as well.
It kind of played itself, didn't he? Chris just wanted to raise the flop to scare him off, and then once he stuck it in, he has to call.
Yeah. Well, he grabs his coat. He heads towards the cashier's desk, and this is what he said. Just seen you exiting in 8th.
Yeah.
Another good week, another cash. I know not the cash that you wanted, but
yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm I could have or been reducing chips or been out, a few times before the app there. So it's poker, innit? You've just got to suck it up, as I say.
Absolutely. So. Got another female on the table. Yet again, Ellie makes it again for 9.
Yeah, we did agree to chop heads up, so something's gone wrong somewhere. I think we should just redo the final table.
Just final hand, just run us through how it went.
Yeah, it was. I was quite happy when we got it in. I raised ace-4 spades, early mid position. Chip leader calls in the flats in the big blind. Comes ace-2-4, 3 clubs.
Yep.
So I've got 2 pairs on the flop. I see bet quite small. He checks. I see bet quite small. He raises. I just think he's either got an ace maybe with a club or a decent ace. He could have a made club draw, but it's not that likely with the ace of clubs being out there. So I figure it's a good spot. I've got 2 pairs on the flop. Get it in. He might still have 4 equity, have like 300 over 300k.
Yeah.
He calls. He's just got the naked king of clubs, and then it hits on the river, the club.
We get there on the river.
Yeah.
We get there on the river. Very, very unfortunate. Another deep run for yourself.
Yeah.
Glad to be back on a final table as well.
I've had a few penultimate table exits in the last few months. So. Yep. It's progress.
Always good to see you on the GUKPT. You're just about everywhere that we are. Which is good. You do like your post.
It's only because you're there, though. That's the only reason I go.
Another final table, Lee.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you on here, Rod. Well done.
Cheers.
Nice
Thank
one.
you.
Cheers. Well, there's the man. There are some people you can't talk to. There are some people they just want to get out of the building. But Lee, magnanimous in defeat, and thanks for him for talking to us. £2,700 and finishing in 8th place. Top man.
Oh, he's a gentleman. I just said at the tower, I bumped into Lee on the way into the commentary box and just said, "Oh, how are you doing?" He says, "Oh, good, thanks." And I said, "How many chips you got?" He said, "None, I've just been knocked out." I thought, God, I never tell anyone I'm alright when someone says, "How are you doing?" I thought he still had a stack. I was watching the stream like you guys are. So he'd just been knocked out. That was half an hour ago. It's gentleman to the end, chatty away, just about to hit the road, but he's off to Nottingham and off to Vegas, so he's got a few more big games planned.
Very nice.
Yep. But back here in Brighton, Chris, the rich got richer, didn't they?
They certainly did.
So he's got 1.5 million. How many's in play? I think
3.6. Yeah.
Wow.
Look what Beats is back in the chat box. Afternoon, Pete. Pete Whitehouse. Things are good. We'll be seeing him at the Goliath. He loves the golly, as he calls it.
Loves the golly? What's the golly? Please don't. stream, you know.
I don't know, he just calls it the golly for some reason.
What's the golly?
The Goliath.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
The Goliath, the golly.
Goliath. Yep.
We were having a discussion about the Goliath with Rupert. Oh, here we go. Tell you in a minute.
Francois moved in again. Oh, Frank. Got a better hand this time. King, Queen off. Hugh, you going to give him a spin with the 6-7? Probably not, is he? It's a bit,
yes.
do you think?
Yes.
Kind of a... I don't think he is. I'll say no.
Okay.
I think it's a bit too much of his stack, really. There we go.
Oh, well,
In
well
the
done.
knock.
Well done.
Yeah, the thing with Frank, it's getting easier for him to get them through.
We had a discussion with Rupert. Oh, I think I upset him earlier.
Roop doggy dog.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't. I think I upset him. Well, somebody asked me to do a southern accent.
Oh, I was listening.
And I'm shocking at accents.
Yeah.
And he was in the chat box, and then he disappeared. No.
I was listening.
But anyway, on advertising the Goliath, and what should it be? And he was like, because the press release is coming out, and he says Goliath this, Goliath that. I says it has to be the Goliath. The Goliath.
Yeah.
It means, it sounds better.
Yeah.
More emphasis.
Yep.
The Goliath. They went, right, we'll have that. You can't knock the out of it.
No, I agree.
Because Goliath just doesn't sound
But
as...
also, you're using Goliath to mean something really big, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like the, you know, where the word comes from. And it's the big one is what we're saying. We're not saying it's just big one. It's the big one. The biggest tournament. Biggest tournament ever in Europe, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Hopefully even bigger this year.
Oh, yeah. All in again, paint, same hand.
Same hand. Is this a
Oh,
replay?
oh,
Definitely not a replay. He spins against king a lot, doesn't he?
Yes.
And unfortunately for Frank, there goes one of his queens into the muck by Hughie folded queen 4 there. So he's only got 2 outs, Tower.
He's not in a
Two
good.
outs,
He's
unless
not
he
in
can
good shape.
Hit some 10-jack, 9-10 jack type hands. Not in good shape. Queen required for Frank, or he's busto. That doesn't look good. 8 high flop. Backdoor clubs are no good even. That's the driest of dry flops. Just a queen.
He's got a queen and a queen only, always loose Frank Gully. Yeah, there's no paint nowhere to be seen.
No, 8 high board.
Nowhere in Brighton. Are there any queens? We've just lost Frank Gully in 7th for £3,200. Great effort, Frank.
Well done, Frank. Grinded that short set. He got that extra 500 quid as well, didn't he, that we were talking about. Managed to ladder himself up one spot. So Frank busts out. We're down to 6 already. Are we down to 6 or 7? 6? 6. Me and Tower have counted them between us, using one hand each. 6 players left. Frank busts. Now I think it gets interesting with the guys who've got the stacks around 20 bigs, you know, Hughie and Martin Bader. They've got stacks where they can now push to try and get a stack they can win the tournament without knowing there's a guy behind them about to bust. Nobody really is about to bust now. Nobody's under stack pressure at the moment.
No. Seats 2 and 3. They're going to need a little bit of spare room.
Yeah, 2 and 3 have got the lot. Seat 1's got a lot still as well, isn't he? So the shorter stacks are the 3 guys from seat 4 onwards. Martin Bader looks like he's got a big stack. He's just got a lot of smaller chips. We'll see Chris raise this up. He's quite tight, Chris, isn't he, for a guy who's got a load of chips, but I think he'll raise up the suited ace. 6-handed, it's...
not really seen much of him on the live stream.
No,
we saw him for an hour yesterday.
Getting it quietly,
yesterday, but on the outer tables, just been getting it quietly, and he's chip leader.
Right. He's got the guys down there in stitches before he's raised here. I don't know what he's saying. I can't hear what he's saying, but everyone seems to be having a good time. Folded all the way around to Martin. See what Martin does. Martin doesn't like passing his blind. Oh, look at the way he folded that.
Must have been deuce 3 again.
Yeah. He'll be telling the dealer it's his fault in a minute.
B2 lead, Chris Cousins.
So yeah, they're the shorter stacks. 20 bigs for Hughie. Hughie, as I'm calling him.
Hughie.
Is that incorrect? How are you pronouncing it?
I said Hui.
Hui. Let's just say Hughie a bit quicker than I do. Hui has got 20 bigs. Martin, I think, had 13 there, and I think Chris Barnes had 11 bigs, I think.
So we're down to 6. The table's lopsided at this moment in time. We're going to need to put a bag of sand on the.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah, we're going to need a bag of cement or something like that in seat 8 to keep it from tipping up. The chips are in 1, 2, and 3. Ben Windsor from Thanet. Is he going to do it? Is he going to get there?
Got Danny Chan and Martin Holmes on his rail there as well. They're mates of Ben's, so playing the same G Casino down in Thanet.
They do.
We saw Martin and Danny on their way home after night out last night when we were walking home.
Oh, did you?
About 3 o'clock this morning. we'd had about 2 pints and a bag of chips after our shift in here, and they'd had about 25 pints and no bags of chips. They were loving life. And what we saw as well outside the chippy, when everyone's really drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning and you've only had 2 pints and you feel like the most sober person, some bloke walked into another bloke as they were walking down the street and knocked his chips on the floor.
Oh no!
It was like they're spilling the pint in a pub, but it was spilling his chips, which is even worse because the queue for the chip shop was quite big. There was almost a fight over a spilt bag of chips. But it's Brighton, so they didn't fight. They just hugged each other. They hugged it out.
So we're on 6. Joe Greenfield, Chris Cousins, and Ben Windsor, the top 3 in chips. And then Huijin, Chris Barnes, and Martin Bader. Martin attempting to become a 2-time champion.
He does some martial arts, I think, Mark,
And since his last win, he's lost 3 stone as well.
He has, yeah.
What's that weight?
He went out to Jordan or somewhere like that, I think. Not went out with Jordan, went out to Jordan. Maybe I got the story wrong. Maybe he went out with Jordan. I'm not sure.
And lost all the weight in the right way.
Got a lot of exercise. So I think he went out to Jordan, in a bit of a keep fit regime.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, is the food not good out there? Is that what it is?
No, I think he might have family out there. I'm not sure.
Oh,
he might have. But he, even if he hasn't, he went out there and spent a bit of time on the beach out there. Beautiful country apparently, and got himself a bit fitter. He's a Vic regular, Martin, really. Always plays down the Vic.
Yeah.
Doesn't normally travel too far, but this is within his travelling zone. Can you get behind me?
Aye. Oh yeah.
I'll move that.
Bit of martial arts.
Just having a bit of a wrestle in the commentary box, me and Tower. So Martin Bader is raising it up, ace-3 offsuit, perfectly fine, cut off raise. Likes to stare down as Martin. Stares down Ben and Ben gives it up. Martin, Chris and Huey are the 3 shorter stacks, no one under too much pressure. Chris down to 11 bigs, playing 6-handed, that will start to hurt him a little bit. But not under instant pressure. And he's probably looking at some of the other guys and thinking, hopefully you'll get your chips in before I do, because it's 3,900 next out and 5,400 for 5th place. So there's 1,500 quid difference if you're out next or if you can hang on one more spot. It's always always something to think about, even if you're not directly trying to ladder. He's not being blessed with too many hands, Chris. He's having to think about it, but no, thinks better of it with Jack 3. Martin's picked up a proper hand this time. See what he does. Same as last time, 40,000. Yep, same rise, same stare down. 40,000. Right, he's a bit unfortunate there, no action. Nobody had even half a hand behind him. So Chris has maintained his big chip lead. I've watched him a couple of times and he hasn't played too many hands. Sits there and plays his cards and never puts a chip in the pot that he doesn't expect to be coming back. Definitely not a bad habit to have when you've got a big chip lead. Remember, there's 3.6 million in play, so he's got 1.4 of them. The other 5 players have got 2.2 million between them. Ben's on the button. Chris is a short stack, is big blind this hand. See whether he can find any kind of hand to possibly get the double up that he would be looking for. Pass around to Huey. He's got the 3-4 offsuit. Gonna give him a walk, or not the easiest hand to play? Is he gonna limp and pass if he gets raised? It looks like a limp. Yeah, there's a limp. What's Chris gonna do? Queen deuce. He's got 10 big blinds back. He's gonna check and see a flop. Got the best hand at the minute. Wow, he's gonna love that flop. He's gonna hope that Huey catches up a bit here. Well, he's bet into him with 4 high. He's got the nut low. I imagine this will be a one stab, and if you get any kind of resistance, give up. But you never know, because I think Chris should probably just call here. I'll let Huey hang himself. So I think a call is the best option. There we go. And Huey doesn't want to hit a 5 or an ace or anything that improves his hand. Only hit a 5. That's the worst card on the deck. Worst card on the deck for Huey, because he's going to continue betting. I think he's going to give up with any other card he was going to give up there, but now he's picked up the up and down straight draw. He's going to bet. Chris might fancy raising it now. There's a couple of draws there. There's also the possibility that he started off the hand with a dominated queen and is improved with his queen deuce to 2 pair. I think he's probably going to raise this. I think it's something like 48, 50k. No, he's stuck the button in all in. And that is that's the end of that hand. I think maybe just a smaller raise might work there, although it might look fishy, I guess. But that's improved his situation a little bit and evened out the stacks between those two. Chris and Hui are now both around 240k. Playing 8-16, remember? Blinds will be going up in about, I think, 25 minutes or so. But, they're the two shorter stacks.
Do you want me to do that?
Oh, yeah. Chris has just won a little pot against Huey there, so they're very similar stacks now, both 14 and 15 bigs. Joe's been pretty quiet, hasn't he? But he's picked up that was the big hand he had last night, wasn't it? When we were watching him on the feature table, pocket jacks, managed to get a big double up. Pocket jacks, raise it up. Wow, Ben's picked up ace jack behind. See how he plays this. He's been all in a lot of times, hasn't he? So yeah. I don't think he's going to be all in this time. Just going to peel, is he? Looks like a peel. I like calling with that hand. I like it because if a shorter stack behind you shoves, then at least you get to find out what Joe's doing with his hand before you have to commit too many chips. So we're going to see a flop. Oh, Ben has 3 bets, sorry. He's 3 bet 66. Sorry, I thought it was a call. 3 bet to 66.
Hook's just going to peel?
No, I think 4 bet. Playing 6-handed, I think you've got a 4-bet. Very likely to have the best hand. Yeah, you can peel. I mean, you're out of position is the downside, so you might end up checking and getting checked behind, and danger cards coming and all sorts. He is just going to peel though. Go on with your. So we're going to see a flop. Ben doesn't want to see a jack on it. Well, Ben's picked up a good shot, but not much else. One of those flops that won't change things too much most of the time in a 3-bet.
Checks the jacks on a 4-9 flop.
Well, he's checked to the razor, hasn't he? He has to check to the razor, really. But I'd imagine he's loving the flop. Thing is, now having not 4-bet pre-flop, he doesn't really know whether he's got the best hand still now. So if you check raise, you're just going to fold out all the hands that you've beaten. 44k bet, nice bet size from Ben, isn't it?
44k.
44 and 212.
Into 160. So
yeah, 160. Yeah. Just a call.
Just a call again.
7 outs for Ben here, and the thing is, because you're playing out of position here, this is going to go check on the turn a lot of the times, which is where really that's definitely going to go check from Joe now. But sometimes you need to lead this turn just to stop it going check. I read a really good piece by Chris Morman actually talking about pots where you just know that if you check call the flop, you know it's going to go check on the turn. So rather than check raising the flop, check calling and then leading the turn confuses your opponent a lot more.
Yeah.
Much harder for them to put you on a hand. I think this is going to go check an awful number of times. Ben's going to get the full 5 cards to try and hit his ace, and also he's picked up the 5.
Well, you're right, she did go check.
Check, the river card.
What are we going to do with 3 card to get there? No
3 ball.
No 3 ball.
Now, Joe's got to decide, doesn't he? Probably thinks he's got the best hand now. Probably thinks he's winning.
I think he's probably going to check call, or is he going to try and lead out and just take it?
He could. I mean, the thing is, it depends what he puts his opponent on. Like if Ben's got like a pair of 8s or something, is Ben going to value bet them? Possibly. If he's got ace king or ace jack, as he has done, is he going to value bet the end? No. Would he call a bet? No. I think he's more likely to try and take the pot down by betting with ace jack or ace king than checking behind and hoping it's good. He kind of knows that ace high can't be good when Joe check calls a flop. So it kind of feels like if Joe thinks that Ben's got like 8s, 9s or 10s, I think he'll probably call a bet with those hands, but possibly wouldn't value bet them. But if he's got an ace high kind of hand, I think he would possibly make a bet with that hand, but wouldn't call a bet with it. So it all depends on what he thinks Ben's got. It's interesting, we've seen Ben all in so many times, isn't it? When he's been 3-betting rather than just 3-betting small, he's been all in a lot. I wonder whether Joe's chatted to anyone and
well, it has gone check.
It's gone check, yeah.
Yes, right.
So he's kind of won. Joe has won about the same amount of chips as he would have won if he'd 4-bet pre-flop, I think, if Ben appealed. But he's given him 5 cards to hit to get lucky against him, really. But they're tricky to play, you know. You're both bigger stacks. There's 3 guys who've got quite short stacks.
Yeah.
Playing for a lot of money. It's easy to say when you can see that Ben doesn't have aces, kings, or queens, but when he does, you feel a bit of a doofus for getting all your stack in there.
Yep. Yeah, 29k up top, 19,000 for second, 11.9 for third, and we need one-eyed Pete on here to lighten up the mood. He says it's well, we're playing for a lot of money, and it's quite a serious, prestigious event as well.
Yeah, all of them looking to be a champ.
Yeah.
Martin for the second time. The rest of the guys looking for their first time.
I think Martin will always smile, won't he? He's that kind of guy.
I'm not sure he'll always smile. He's not a great loser, but he'll always be vociferous in what he's doing. He's been known to have a go at a dealer or an opponent, but he's generally a very, very good guy.
He's had a go at it. I can't believe that.
I was having a look through Ben Windsor's results. You mentioned that we'd seen him have a few results recently. He's came 3rd in GKPT Manchester last year, I think. Also made the GPS Southend final last month when you were down there, Tower.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so he's on a nice little run.
He is.
I think his first ever tender mob was second or third in the Palm Beach big game, so he's played some big tournaments, got some nice results.
Yeah, and they do say it's a form game.
Certainly is.
They do say it's a form game.
So Hui has raised it up with the ace queen here, and the Jack 10 of Chris B. Jack 10 suited looks so pretty on the button, but they just don't have the stacks to play them, do they? They've got 15 bigs each. See what Joe's going to do with King 10 of diamonds.
King 10 of diamonds from Jojo. Hui's going to get involved. Well,
yeah, he's happy to get his stack in here, Hui is, but I think if Joe plays this from the blind, he'll just call, really. See what he decides. I think it's a nice hand appeal, don't you, Tower? Flops pretty well, King 10 of diamonds.
Yeah, we like it. See with the blinds at 8-16, made it 40, the big blind. It's not too. It's certainly not the wrong thing to do to defend with King 10 of diamonds.
No, I think he's probably just deciding whether to stick it in and see, play for the old bag of marbles, or whether he's just going to peel. I don't think he's thinking of folding here. He's having a good old think though, Joe. Well, he's pretty tight as well from what I've seen. Is that the impression you get?
He has been.
He's played pretty
tight. He's played pretty solid. He was late this morning by about half an hour as well, stuck in traffic.
Oh, he has moved on in.
But he's got the old triangle and the lot's gone in. He could get called here, couldn't he?
Oh, he's going to get called, 100%. Yeah, the ace queen's not going anywhere. There we go. There's the
all in,
button and the re-button.
So he's got a great chance to double up.
Not in bad shape though, King 10 of diamonds. We saw one of the 10s get folded, 10 jack of hearts got folded.
Hui is all in. We've got a chance for a big double up here for Hui Jin.
2-1 dog is Joe.
That's still good for the ace queen. Needs to fade it diamond on the turn.
Diamond on the turn.
No.
He's hit his queen, so now it's only a king. It's only a king for Joe.
No good.
Ace queen is good. I don't hate Joe's move by any stretch of the imagination there.
So back up to $500,000.
Joe had 950,000. He's playing for 200,000 there. Put all the pressure on his opponent. And when he does get called, he's not in terrible shape, not dominated, so not too bad. Just count out the 241,000 he's passing over. And that leaves Chris kind of marooned again at the bottom of the pack.
It does. Start again stack.
Yeah. Chris will have about 14 bigs on it.
So still 6, 7, 6.
6. No, we counted them.
we did counted them all on one hand.
Might have to all on one Norfolk hand. So Hui's back to a nice average-ish stack of over 500,000. Chris C is our short stack. No, Chris C is our Chris B. Chris Barnes is our short stack and seat 6. Ben's going to take that one down, raising it up there, 6 under the gun.
Next event for us, Walsall, 28th of May till the 1st of June. Come join us on the M6, Junction 10. Easy to get to. Straight off Junction 10, Showcase Cinema, Casino, Indian Restaurant, Chicatitos, everything.
That was an ABBA song, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, and the Village and the Holiday Inn Express are the 2 hotels to stay in there. Nice. Village is very nice if you can get a nice rate there.
There's £5 feeders online. We're giving away £5 tokens during the day. We're going to have another £5 feeder token question, and I think Jeff will set the question this time. So get your thinking cap on.
Alright, when are we going to do that?
We will do it Probably at the next break.
Okay.
So get your thinking cap on, and we'll stick the question on Facebook.
I shall get my thinking cap on. I shall give you a poker-related question, if I can.
Well, it's 11 minutes till the break, so
Alright.
you have 11 minutes, and Jeff will be setting a question for the break, for the duration of that break, and then whoever gets it will get a £5 token. As you can see, Chris still chip leader, still going along nicely.
He's got twice as many chips as anyone else in the on the final table.
Not a bad shape to be in, is it?
It's lovely. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets all the way to heads up with 1.4 million. Or gets heads up with a chip deficit, you know what I mean? Sits there and waits till he's got 19 grand locked up. It's not a bad strategy at all.
Yeah, there will be a £5 feeder token for the guys that don't have Facebook. Not everybody has social media.
What's Facebook, says Craig?
There's not much social about it, really, is there? Have you seen when you all sat at the bar and you've just finished and you all get a pint each, you all sit down at a nice round table, and then all four of you straight to your phone, looking your heads down, flicking away. There's not much social about it, really, is there?
Anti-social media.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it Einstein? No, not Einstein. Who said that? That's I think it was Albert Einstein, wasn't it?
Might be Albert Sapiona.
That's it. That said. There will become a day where social media takes over social interaction.
Really? Probably not Einstein, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
He's probably dead before social media, wasn't he?
Well, it was a quote that certainly rang true.
Certainly a quote Towers just made up.
Tower once said.
Yeah. Some grey-haired genius once said. So Chris is all in here. Chris B, our shortest stack.
Yeah, he's been like this for as long as we can remember, though, Chris.
Well, this is a big decision for. He's just got these chips. He's just doubled up to about 500,000. He's got 480. He's got there. Look. And now he's being asked if he wants to call half of it. But it's only, as you can see, we're 9 minutes before the break. Chris's stack is only 15 bigs, and it's about to become about 10 bigs, isn't it? We're about to go 10-20 presumably. So it's about to become an 11 big stack in 9 minutes time. I think you got a call with 2 sevens. I think you've got a call. Doesn't like it. I think he knows that he's calling to flip at best. I think Chris would move all in with a pair of 5s and a pair of 6s as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's passed.
And to be fair, he's done it quite light as well. When being down to 10-12 bigs, he's done it with ace 5 and ace 6, and now ace 9. You know, he's when he gets genuine in hand, he'll probably get called.
Well, he's shown a pair of 7s there, shown that he's folded a pair of 7s, which will only encourage people to move all in on his blind, because there's only about 7 hands that are better than a pair of 7s in this game. Not that likely to be dealt with.
Hey Craig, you'd have thought it would not, like you said. Jeff just said he's just got them chips. Does he want to give them all back? And if he thinks he's got ace queen, ace king, ace jack, then he's flipping.
Yeah, but I think he should take that chance. But you know, we all play differently.
We do.
As we said, he's played quite tight, and he's quite a tight fold that was.
And next out, £3,900, and then it goes to 5,400. So it's 1,500 difference.
Yeah, so I mean, if they'd got in that pot and Chris had won, they would have flipped positions there, and Hui would have been the short stack on about 15 bigs, and Chris would have been more comfortable on 25 bigs. So I think Hui's in his comfort zone at the minute. Ben's going to raise this up on the button, as he has there. Looks like 40,000, 32,000. Ben's made it. King Jack. He's having another dwell for some reason. 7-5. Chris has got the 5-8 of diamonds. He's got a 3-bet shoving stack now. See whether he fancies it. Ben's the most active player. He's on the button. See what Chris thinks. No, thought better of it. Martin seems to be filling in his tax returns in the in seat 7 there. Gone very quiet.
So the big blind is Martin Bader, small blind is Chris Barnes, and the button is Regent. 6 players remaining down here in Brighton. Been a great week.
Certainly has. We've had lovely weather, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. The midst of so busy outside. It's great to see the seaside town so busy on a Sunday. You know, it's a bank holiday weekend.
You're not used to seeing a seaside town so busy, Tower?
Well, most of the time I'm away, but yes, it has been. Unfortunately, Blackpool has become a one-day town. Unfortunately,
it's like Blackpool.
Sunday.
Blackpool with the sun turned on.
Yeah.
Joe's going to raise this one under the gun. King, Queen of Diamonds.
King, Queen of Diamonds. Would ever like that? Under the gun raise.
Very pretty.
Cool.
Chris having a bit of a think with King 10. What's he going to do? He's going to peel this one? No? Thought about it. Hello.
So Martin Bader is definitely going to defend. He's got an ace, and he doesn't like giving up his big blind with 3 deuce. So.
No, he definitely defends this one. Don't worry about that. Ace 9. Is he going to 3-bet or just go? Just appeal? Yeah. He's got the best hand, to be fair. So he's peeled that. See a flop. Joe's the under the gun aggressor, of course. So it's probably action flop.
Alright, here we go. Top.
Action flop.
Top. Saying nut flush, Joe.
Martin does like leading at some of these flops, but I imagine he's gonna check here and possibly check raise because he's got the kind of stack that he might want to get in here. It's a bit risky though because he's no idea whether Joe's got an overpair.
It's 84,000 in the middle.
84 in the middle, and Martin's got 285 back.
So with the blinds at 816, he's just got less than 20 bigs behind the line.
And I expect the blinds are about to go up in 4 minutes too. So
that's true.
You know, your stack becomes worth less.
It's definitely an action flop.
So Martin's checked it. Joe is definitely going to see that. I'd imagine he's going to see that 50,000 or so. And then we'll see whether Martin check raises or whether he just calls and sees what happens down the streets. Knowing Martin's I'd imagine he's going to check raise. But let's see. Joe doesn't do anything in a hurry, does he? Pretty sure he's going to bet here.
Oh, there's a big bet as well.
Wow, that's a big bet. Makes it pretty obvious you've got a
what
draw.
do we do top here? Does he think he's on a draw?
He's bet 100,000, 105,000.
Yeah, more than pot.
Wow.
Does he think?
It kind of looks like a draw, doesn't it, when you bet that much? Now it's kind of taking away Martin's decisions because he can't call really, can he? Call him for almost half his stack.
No, you're not leaving yourself.
You've got to stick it in, I think.
You're not leaving yourself 10 bigs, that's for sure. Well, it's either fold or jam.
Yeah, and I don't think you're folding top when you defend ace 9, it comes 9 high. I think I mean, you have to ask yourself, would he make a bet that big if he had 10s, jacks, kings or aces? I just don't think he would he? Bet more than the pot with an overpair? It's not that dangerous a board. I think you've just got to put him on the draw and stick it in.
Does he want he's smiling away. He's smiling away on Martin.
And Joe looks like he's hidden behind the dealer, doesn't he? No, I mean, players do that. They do kind of hide the other side of the dealer. Martin's having a think. He's thinking, would he do this with 10s, jacks, queens or aces, or kings?
Does it, with the overbet, does it tend to lead you towards his drawing?
100%, yeah. It's the first thing that goes through your mind. Sometimes it's a nice thing to do is to overbet your big hands because people automatically put you on a draw. But it just looks like a draw, doesn't it?
He's certainly not looking round at the clock to say what's next out. I know Martin Bader a bit too well for that.
He's probably looking around to see blinds are about to go up, what they're about to go up to.
Yeah.
I'm going to be left with 15 bigs if I fold here, less than 15 bigs. And I'm next in the small blind.
Yeah. Question is, guys, what happens next?
I think he's got to put it in, Phil, don't you?
Well, the 9 over the line. I'm not too sure he's certainly not angle shooting.
The line doesn't play in
no, I know. He's certainly moved them forward quite a way.
He has. He's just had a countdown, but the line doesn't play. There goes the all in.
There goes the finger movement. I'm all in, and I am calling. I ain't passing the second flush draw.
Yep, all in the call. King, queen, of diamonds. When you say a king, a queen, or a diamond, it's pretty much a race, really. 57% for the King Queen of Diamonds, according to that.
According to Stato, the turn.
Ace of Diamonds.
2 pair.
From nuts.
Nuts. 2 pair against nuts. Oh my word, Martin Bader.
Yeah, he's 10 and 9.
We can't get too excited. The table behind us, Martin Bader. Ladies and gentlemen.
Got there the difficult way, didn't he? Oh. Joe turned the nuts.
He turned the nuts, he gave him 4 outs.
Wow. What a card that is on the turn.
Wow.
The most action card there is. 9's full of aces. Double up.
Wow.
And there's Chris beside him there with a wry smile on his face, thinking, I wish you got knocked out there. I would have earned me 1,500 quid before I had to stick mine in.
Top.
Big pot for Martin. Big pot. Puts him back towards average stack. Average stack's about 600,000, remember, with 6 players left. It's kind of skewed because Chris Cousins has got so many chips. But he's got just over average now. 653,000 in that pot.
Wowzers, ladies and gentlemen. That was a monster turn card as well, wasn't it?
The most action turn card in the deck.
Yeah, the nuts against top 2, which turns into a full house on the river, the 4 out, and Martin Bader still stacking chips up. And I don't think there's going to be another on this level. We're on 10 seconds, we're on 9 seconds, we're on 8 Has he riffled? Has anybody seen the clock?
Yeah, they're having one more hand by the look of it. Blinds are in. Last hand of the level.
So I'm not sure whether he got the hand in, but it's plain. Wowzers.
Oh, well, it makes a massive difference, doesn't it, Martin? All of a sudden, 685,000. And Joe, what's Joe down to now? He was on 900, then he doubled up him for 200, and then doubled up him for 280.
3.5, is it?
Yeah, something like that. He gave 200 to Kui, didn't he, when he doubled him up?
Yep.
And another 300 to Martin. So yeah, he must be down to 450, 400, 450, something like that.
Yep.
Wow, it's a bad level for Joe, that
Chris
is.
is off. Hui's off with his mates.
I'm not sure he's done anything wrong there.
Everybody's off.
I think maybe just the raise size. So that's the only thing I think was a bit. Sorry, the bet size. Bet 100,000 into 84 just looked like some kind of draw. That's the only maybe small mistake.
Well,
Martin's going to raise, blind on mine, King 7 of clubs.
And it's all good.
Joe's full on a 9-4 to get out of there.
Everybody is leaving the table. We're on a 15-minute break. What we did at the break is we just went straight over and we had a quick chat with Martin Bader, but we had to follow him outside. Then the guys hurtled towards the exit. Yeah, they go for a quick smoke or they go for a bit of fresh air, and Martin Bader is right there and he's just about to leave for the ciggy room, but this is what he had to say. Look at this. Everybody's gone out. Everybody's gone out for a break, and we had to go to the smoking area just to catch everybody. But it's beautiful. We're in Brighton. It's absolutely beautiful. I want to speak to this man because that was just. He's telling. I don't know who he's telling on the phone. We're not slagging you off on the camera at all. Not ever. I'm just going to speak to him very shortly. He's going to tell me about the hand because that was just like.
Well.
Can you talk to 2 people at the same time?
Yeah, I will talk. Yeah, stay on the line. You listen to that.
Yes.
Joe, it's Joe, isn't it?
Yeah.
He made a bad play the hand before that. He loses about 300,000 if he's stacked. And the next hand, I'm on the big blind. He raised. The 8-min raised. I've just started to beat the flop with ace-9.
Yep.
Flop came up 9-3-4 with 2 diamond. I've hit the top there. I've checked, and he bet out 105, almost put that. He asked me how much I've got. I said to him, I've got about 290. So he bet out 105. I said he must be on the draw.
Yeah.
I've decided to jam. I can't call and just fold the turn.
No.
I've jammed on the back. I've got ace-9 off. He's got king queen of diamond. Turn ace of diamond. I've got top 2.
Yeah.
River. Bang. 9. Lovely 9. How's that? And I said to him, by the time I'm on the big blind, I would be chipping. I'm trying to wind up a crest, basically. And here we go. They can't get me. I'm like a glue now.
How many have you got?
Oh, wow, about 600.
Yeah,
Just
well,
back to average.
we were talking before the game. We could be a two-time champion.
I've told you, I'm going to do the double.
Keep it going.
I will be doing the double.
Yeah, multitasking. That's not bad. That multitasking.
yeah.
Speaking to the missus.
Yeah, I'm speaking to my
Cheers,
wife,
Martin.
and I love her.
There's nothing wrong with that. The love hearing Brighton is blossoming. We will see them back at the tables
Well,
after this
she's
show.
already.
Well, we might as well. In fact, we're here. Aye, ladies and gentlemen, that's me and Mr. Kimber.
Here we are.
There you go, Kimber. We are going to do the quiz question.
The quiz question.
That Mr. Kimber is going to set. Now, are you doing it on Facebook? Or are we doing it in the chat box?
Do it in the chat box, shall we?
Doing it in the chat box this time because some people don't have Facebook. That's a great idea.
What should we say? First correct answer.
First correct answer. What are we allowing? One guess?
I think one guess, because otherwise you can just list a. It's going to be a numerical answer.
Okay.
Somebody could just type every number.
Okay, one guess per person. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kimber is just about to set the next question for a £5 feeder token. All you have to do if you get the correct answer is give me your username on Grosvenor Poker, and we'll send you a £5 feeder token sometime during the week. We're not back into the office until Wednesday, so it'll be after that. But Mr. Kimber is just going to give us a £5 feeder token question, and the question is, sir?
The question is, which is a slight preview of my bluff column that coming out next month. This is how I know the answer. How many British World Series bracelet holders are there? And we're counting multiple bracelet holders as one individual. So how many individuals from Britain have won a World Series of Poker bracelet? And I'll give you a clue. We had one of them in our commentary box last night.
And you have one guess each.
One guess
so
each.
use it wisely.
Okay?
In the chat box, how many British?
Yep.
How many British bracelet winners are there? Use it wisely. You have one guess.
And we're on a break, Phil, I think.
We are indeed. We'll just leave it. We'll leave it on so they can look at his pretty face.
Hello, Mum.
I'm just thinking this is getting a little bit too big now. I have to do something about it.
Come on, we'll go for a bit of exercise.
We will leave you to it. The first guess in the chat box. We'll keep check.
We'll be watching.
We will be watching. Back with you in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So, one guess per person. Use it wisely. Jeff Kimber, set the question. How many British bracelet winners are there? It is the first correct answer. The question is for chat box only, not on Facebook this time. So the question that Mr. Kimber said, how many bracelet winners are there from Britain? Let me tell you, it isn't 26, it isn't 34, and it isn't 25. Gary Clark has had his guess and he's used it up. He says 29. It is not the correct answer. Believe him. Kevin Butcher, it is not 37. How many British bracelet winners do we have? Be an interesting question actually to find out who was the first. But that could be for well, Wales is in Britain. Oh. So the guesses, no, Britain, which will be England, Ireland, Wales and Scotland. Rob King, 29 is not the correct answer. No matter where you've googled it from, Jeff Kimber's answer is not the same one. And it's also in Bluff magazine. That's his next article. See, we said I'm not being funny. But me and Pete, I'm not being funny. But me and PK sat here writing them down. Look, we're sat writing them down, and we have no idea. But we've got, how many we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We got 12. We've got 12. That's how many we've got so far. So I reckon it's more than 12. Oh yeah.
How did I forget Praz?
Susan Hayward. No, you can't, Susan. Unfortunately, not. Northern Ireland is British. It's part of the British Isles. So we've now got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We've got 14 between us at this moment in time, and players are on the way back. So well, we've got 14. I keep writing them down as well. We've got 14. So the players are coming back in. Morning, Sin. Hope you're well. You'll be on the Sunday grind very shortly. The question is, how many bracelets have the people from the British Isles won? It'll be when Jeff gets back, I suppose. Yeah, shall we make it 6 o'clock? Good idea, 6 o'clock. Chip counts 360,000 for seat 1, Joe Greenfield. Chris Cousins has got a lot of chips, 1.3 million. Ben Windsor 600. Hui Jin has got 460. Chris Barnes has got 220, and Martin Bader has got 670,000 after that last stand. Hope you enjoyed the interview as well. So the question is, until 6 PM, if nobody gets it, how many bracelets are from the British? How many bracelet winners in the World Series of Poker are from the British Isles? We've had some good guesses, we've had some close guesses, we've had some not so close guesses, and we're on 14. No. Yeah, I'll leave you to Jeff Kimber. And I suppose the British Isles and the UK is a little bit different. Anyway, he'll sort it out. We've not got it at this moment in time, but there are some decent guesses, and it's up there for if you know there. Back in Uno Minito.
What's the confusion, Phil?
UK and British Isles.
If you want, you can give us 2 separate answers. If you want to include Irish people, if you want to get that technical about it, you can include the Irish guys if you want. If you want to state which answer you're given, doesn't make any difference to us. Rather than arguing about what's Britain and what's not Britain. But we'll have a scroll through and see who's first. Some people are confusing Britain and Wales as separate things here. It's a bit confusing. Anyway, back at the table, we've got an all-in. Chris ace-5 against Ben's ace-9, and Chris gets there with the 5 ball. Wow, we almost missed that hand. So that's a massive blow to Ben there. Ace-5 against ace-9. Imagining that was all in pre-flop. He's only got 11 bigs, Chris. He's hit his 3 outer. And now all of a sudden Joe and Ben are the 2 short stacks. Hui and Chris B both doubled up. Martin doubled up as well. So having been part of the big stack gang down in the first 3 seats, Joe and Ben are now the 2 shorter stacks. I'll get back to the quiz question in just a minute, guys. Tower's just nipped out, so we'll let him come back and sort out who the winner is. But as I say, if you want to separate Britain and Ireland, then we will sort that out. And nobody from Northern Ireland, as Craig does say, no one from Northern Ireland has ever won a bracelet, so it doesn't matter too much. There are some Republic of Ireland winners, but we weren't including them. So, yeah, Tower and PK have had a go at the answer, trying to write them all down. It took you to about guess number 15 to remember Praz as well. Blimey, that's show business for you, isn't it? Can't. It's a lovely picture. You should be a photographer. Twee with the pocket 10s under the gun. Going to take it down. No. So he adds a few more to his stack. And Chris is happily just counting his newly formed stack there. He's got his all-in button near the line. He's going to be not using that so much at the minute. So it's Joe and Ben, the two shortest stacks. Joe in seat 1 there looks to be the shortest. Looks like he's got about close to 200,000. And now playing 1020. 1020 with 2k. So Joe, it says he's got 344 on our screen. Looks a little bit less than that, but 344 is 17 bigs. Ben's going to shove the ace-6 on the small blind. He has got an ace in the big blind. What's he going to do? All in for 350,000. He's got 480 total. Seems a bit too much to call to me. Yep, a good pass by Hui. He got an ace, but even if he's ahead, he's not far ahead with ace 3. Never going to be dominating. So he's so Tower's back with us.
As always, here we are.
So we're having arguments about where's Britain, where's Ireland, where's Wales, where's all sorts in the chat box.
Alright, okay. Should we have said United Kingdom?
Why?
What about England? I don't know. British Isles is same as United, same thing, isn't it?
Great Britain doesn't include Ireland.
Pardon?
Great Britain doesn't include Ireland.
No, does it include Northern Ireland?
Great Britain include... no.
Okay.
I don't know, does it? It wasn't on my list.
Anyway, where did we end up? Where did we end up, guys? Right, you're back. We've got 6 minutes. Did we get the correct answer? Or are we still debating what's the United Kingdom?
I don't know what you were debating before I came back, to be honest.
Well, saying that, we have a correct answer. Nope. We have a correct answer from Tristan Chaplin.
30 was the answer I was looking for, but I'm happy to be proved wrong if anybody wants to prove me wrong. We had the 29 from England, and we had Mansour Matloubi from Wales. Yeah, terrible spelling, Tower, but yeah, you had Mansour Matloubi. You managed to get in before Praz Mansi, which was I'm starting to worry. I think it's got Prasbansi wrong as well. Towers spelling is horrendous.
Tristan Chaplin.
Anybody? So Towers asking about Marty Smith as well, who is Northern Irish, isn't he?
He is indeed.
And he's obviously not from England. I'm not sure if there's any other Northern Irish winners.
Well, we had to take the answer on what you told me before.
Yeah, the England and
We
Wales. were the ones I
wrote
looked
down
at.
and we only got 15. We weren't very good.
Let's see who you've missed out here. They're obvious.
So
I'll tell you one I noticed when I looked
we'll
at this.
try and fill them in, me and PK, during the day.
Alright.
There are 30 apparently.
There'll be some you won't have heard
There's a
of.
massive hand here as well with Chris and
Well, there
Chris and
Chris squared. Chris times Chris. Kings for Chris B, shoved over the top of Chris Collins. Hijack raise. Ace, Queen of Spades. I don't think he's passing this. No, instantly all in, instant call. So it's the Ace, Queen of Spades for our big stack, Chris, against the Kings. And so it's Ace Queen against Kings. The Queen is paired, but it's not good enough. He needs another Queen or he needs it. Oh, King on the turn.
No.
Kills it dead. Chris Barnes is going to double up again. Kings full. Lovely hand. Lovely hand. It's the first knock we've seen Chris Cousins take, actually. And he's going to take quite a hit to his stack there. About 450,000 we think he had there. Maybe a bit more. Pot size 962. That could make Chris Barnes, from being on desperate short stack, who was all in a number of times today, could make him chip leader now. Could be chip leader. Chip leader, PK? PK nods, yep. Chris Barnes chip leader. Wow, what a comeback that is. Been all in more times than anyone else. Been all in with some pretty ropey hands. Got lucky with the ace-5 against ace-9 against Ben Windsor. And now finds the Kings and doubles up. Nice hand, sir. Nice hand. We'll get back to the quiz question in just a second, guys. Towers just nipped out, so we will get back in just one moment. What happened in the football? 0-0? Surely Norwich must have lost that. Norwich are terrible. Hello, Sin. Yes, plenty of people have won 2. In fact, Julian's won 3, hasn't he? GUKPTs? Julian Thew has won 3. Tony Cascarino has won 2. Paul Fulton has won 2. Sonny Chatter got lucky against me to win 2. I've come second 3 times, if that helps. Yeah, no, we've got a few multiple champions. Another one as well, isn't there, PK? Or was that it? Yeah, I said Cascarino. Oh, Praz, of course. Praz has won 2. Just criticising these boys for not remembering Praz on the bracelet list, and I've forgotten him on the double GUKPT list. Yeah, Praz has won 2 as well. Won the first ever one and won in London. I should know that because I was in the final. I cheered him home. But yeah. Tower's cup of tea has turned up, but Tower hasn't. It's a nice life when he comes to a nice cup of tea. But yeah, Martin is going for his second title. As we were saying earlier, Martin doesn't really travel with the tour too much. He plays a lot in the Vic in London and plays a lot of the more local tournaments. We've got another big hand here. Ben is raised with ace deuce. Martin has called with the pocket sixes and he's flopped a set. 3 spade flop. And Martin's decided he's got a check raise all in there to protect against the flush. Ben didn't have the flush draw, but Martin picks up the pot. Chris B is our chip leader. What a turnaround for him. Picked and chosen his spots beautifully. Well done, Chris Barnes. So far, so good. Chris Collins down at second, having been a huge chip leader earlier. So we need to double check on numbers with this because Craig reckons that we're there's 27 plus 3 double bracelet holders. I'm pretty sure that's not right, but we shall double check.
Right, who's won the token? Was it Tristan?
Well, I'm going to double check the numbers for Craig first, because he says there's 27 plus 3 double bracelet winners.
All right.
So we can.
I thought you
find
said a
that.
double bracelet winner only counted as one.
It does. So he's saying it's 27, not 30.
All right. Okay.
Answer Lookbox Pete. Yeah, I'm coming to the Recall for the.
He'll
for
be
the
there.
Goliath.
He'll be there. He'll be buying in on day 1 A,
I'll
B,
be
C,
there, yeah.
D, E.
I'll be helping out. Don't worry about that.
So we'll sort that out. Tristan said 30 and got 30, but we're now the 27. We'll sort that out, guys. Let me just tell you, if it comes back as 27 and 3, Tristan, I still think you're going to get a £5 feeder token.
We'll get Tristan. Tristan wins one anyway.
Tristan, what we need now, we need you to just put in the chat box your username or your nickname on Grosvenor Poker, and we'll get you a £5 token. And then after that, Tristan wins. And then if Craig's right as well, then Craig can have one as well. If it's 27 plus 3, we'll give 2 out. But Tristan, leave us your name in the chat box, and then you can have a £5 feeder token.
Don't think anyone's chatting about a deal. Not yet. I wouldn't
No.
be surprised if one happens. To be honest, the guys get, they're playing for big money, and they're all kind of feel like they're pretty pally with each other. But there's been no talk so far.
So if Tristan can leave us his name, leave us your name, buddy, and your username for Grosvenor Poker, we'll send you a £5 feed. If we're getting 30 is what Jeff told us, and then he's going to sort it out. And if it's if it's different from what Jeff told us, then we'll get another token shipped out as well. Afternoon, Asif. Tristiano 79, top man.
What? Jinx! You two jinxes over there. Over there. Look. He's no one went back. Quest 100. It raises to 100,000.
So Chris Cousins, who was up to 1.3, is now down to 700,000, but he's got quite a lot invested here. And Martin is going to be raising in the cut-off. Chris calls flops happy. Why isn't it? Oh.
On Johnny Depp?
think turkey. Yeah, I've got a ship, not a horse. A ship. Did you like those tracks?
Yeah, it's very good hand. You being there, Jack? Next to the King Jack Way, Jack. Really property pairs and
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you as well, Sin. Missed you this week, down in Brighton. Missed you. Hope you're in Walsall. Walsall, 28th of May. The start of the World Series obviously starts around about the 27th, so some people will be going there for the lot of it. So Martin eventually gets out of the way. Still on 6 and been on 6 for quite a while. No, on the husband don't, because she had to go to a wedding. You don't have to pull, you know, just because you're going to a wedding.
Back.
Mr. Kimber's back with us.
I've supported the 200, no, the 100, I mean, 6 max, but we're on a break.
Alright, okay. How are you playing the 100? How many's in it?
34, I think.
34, so for 16.
5k guarantee.
5k guarantee. How long are you buying for?
That's it.
All right,
the next
okay.
15 minutes.
All
So if
right.
you're in the casino, you can get in with just the break. Yep, so was it Craig? Was correct with it. Was
Craig was what?
It was 27 is the
27 plus 3.
yep.
So Craig
There's 27 individuals.
Goddard.
26 English and Mansell Matluby.
Yep.
And he's right, the three double bracelet winners, Praz, JP and Pez, of course. And if you want to know the whole list, Tower, looking at the list that you got, that you should have got, I'll tell you who you should have got. Devilfish you should have got.
Oh, we would have got him.
Shufty you should have got.
We would have got him.
James Board you should have got.
Oh yeah.
Roland
We were there.
Roland DeWolf.
Oh yeah, Roland DeWolf.
John Gale.
Yep.
Steve Jellyneck.
Oh, of course, a couple of years ago.
Yep. You got Craig McCork, yeah, you got him. See, John Morgan and Steve Rydell, I don't know them at all.
No.
Darren Woods,
No.
I don't know.
I know him in the name, see, that was only a couple of years ago as well.
Yeah.
He was like the only winner of the year, wasn't he?
Google him, it's an interesting story. James Vogel,
No.
remember him?
No.
Worked at Bardbeat Officers. Mr. Ram Viswani.
Of course.
Should've got
Crazy
Ram
horse.
Viswani. Frank Thompson, I don't know him either, do you?
Who?
Frank Thompson.
No.
Scott Shelley, of course.
Oh,
PKR,
yeah,
Scott Shelley.
PKR Scott Shelley.
Nice guy. one of our mates, and Hamish Shaw, who was...
Hamish?
Do you know Hamish Shaw? One of the best players on late night poker, and died in a motorcycle accident, didn't he, not long after winning his bracelet?
Hamish Shaw.
He was a brilliant player. If you watch late night poker, he hung around with the Hendon mobsters, and he played well ahead of his time. Where is Roland nowadays? I know I'm a pal of Roland's.
Where is Roland Wolf these days?
He plays a lot of private cash games, huge cash games. Remember, he played the million buy-in one drop.
Did he?
2 years ago, yeah, he flew in just to play that. He ended up playing the main event as well, but he said...
He played the $1 million one drop?
£1 million
and we don't see him?
Yep. Yeah, no, he plays private cash games. I mean, he was put into the one drop. He plays with billionaires and millionaires in the private games, but I went out on a bit of a night out with Roland, and he was... The previous night they'd been playing a private round of each game, and there was hundreds of thousands of swings, and Guy Liberté was in town, and Tom Dwan was in town, and he'd been asked... They had a game going, but he was asked to bring another player because someone had dropped out.
Right.
So he brought Isildur with him.
As you do.
I said, I bet that was popular, wasn't it? Yeah. He said, well, they like him, you know, he does give a lot of action, but he was the big winner in the game, so yeah, he plays all these private games.
Wow.
So
that's what Roland the Wolf is doing. Yeah. Right, keep going with the list. I thought me and PK did pretty well. They're getting about 16.
Wow.
And we got Mansour Matloubi as well.
Mansour,
do you know why I remember him?
Because we met him?
I interviewed him.
Did you meet him in Singapore?
Philippines, wasn't it? Interviewed him in the Philippines.
I've had dinner with him in Singapore.
Yes.
When we played that tournament in Singapore, he went to school with, do you know Jeff
Burke?
Jeff Burke and Gary, the Welsh lads. They
all
went to school together, they're all school pals.
Right, okay.
And then Mansour set up Ultimate Bet Poker, but sold off all his shares before everything went dodgy.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's where he made all his money from. Went to retire out to the Far East. Which is one a bit dark in here, isn't it? Lights are gone out.
If Sin makes final table, she has to wear a dress of the next GUKPT. Well, there you go.
Sin's made a few final tables, to be fair to her, and she hasn't worn a dress yet.
She went to a wedding over the weekend.
She had to wear a dress.
I'm guessing she had to wear. I'm guessing she wasn't in jeans.
Bet she looks like a lady in a dress.
Absolutely.
Lovely Sin.
So we have Craig. Who was it? Craig Goddard. Is it Craig? Craig Goddard. We need your username, sir, for a £5 feeder token.
Yep.
G Grosvenor Poker.
And then get yourself in the satellites. Satellites every night.
Look at that. Dress and heels.
Dress and what? You?
Look.
Picture it didn't happen.
If you want me to wear dress and heels,
I'll tell you what.
If you can find some size 12 heels.
The place we went in Brighton on Friday night, the geezer behind the bar, who was dressed like Peggy Mitchell, he would show you where to get a pair of size 12 heels. Sorry, mate, we're not open yet.
Craig Goddard is off to the Cardiff G for a 2k guarantee. Good luck, but if you want your £5 feeder token, before you do, send me your username, or else I'll have to give it away to somebody else.
Because Tower's not back in the office till Wednesday. As if Tower's ever been in an office. Last time Tower was in office, he was seeing the head teacher. What Tower means is he won't be emailing the office till Wednesday, when he gets out of bed, out of his slumber. Ace 4 hearts for wheat. Button raise.
No problem, Craig. Thanks a lot, buddy. We'll give it to somebody else.
Is Jeff relation to the Kimber who also runs the Sky Poker?
I don't know another Kimber.
No, there's no. The Sky Poker's run by a guy called Richard Milner as the head of Sky Poker.
Yeah, that's true. I know Richard.
Friend of ours, and TK is the man behind it. I don't think there's a Kimber there.
TK was in Friday.
Yeah, no, he phoned me on Friday to ask if I was coming. Yeah, I like a bit of TK action. It's always good value. Loves a trip down to Brighton. Don't confuse the Tower, PK.
That's easily done. Easily done, let me tell you.
So who gets that one through?
So if anybody wants to see me in a dress and high heels, you have to find a pair of size 12s.
Honestly, that.
And they're probably an 18 dress. Might even be a 20. The way I'm going at the moment, it could be a 22.
We'll have a trip to Evans.
Yeah, I need to do whatever Martin Bader did and go to Jordan for a month or so.
You'd love to go to Jordan for a month.
And come back nice and slim. Let me tell you.
Worked out for Peter Andre.
We need. I need something to happen because it's. I look at it and I'm up £3. Strong.
The opposite of your poker, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Although
certainly my betting.
Although Tower and Piquet killed the opposition yesterday in our new game of six-hand hold'em.
Aye, here we go. This is all going in.
Here comes the coin flip.
Chris Barnes, who was short stack, is now one of the chip leaders.
Yeah, he was chip leader when.
Yeah.
Chip leader, ace king against jacks. It's got to go all in. Yeah, Joe's all in from the big blind. All in and call. So Chris needs his 2 jacks to hold up, and Joe needs it nice for a king to survive. Jack is no good for a straight, of course. That makes a house. Ace or a king for Joe.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Well played, Joe, but unlucky, mate.
Well done, Joe.
Round of applause.
And we had a chat, and this is what he said. You've just seen it. We're going to have a word with him. Unlucky, sir.
Yeah, sick.
Stuck in traffic this morning. What's happened?
I know. Absolutely gutted.
Yeah, it was. You were floating along. You was like in control, keeping everything under control in your own book, but it just didn't run your way.
No, I lost like 4 flips pretty much. Yeah, not good.
No,
not happy.
I know. And
you got to win flips, but you know I can.
Yeah.
I was still in it after losing 3 flips, but 4 gone and.
The King Queen of Diamonds as well. People were still talking about that at the break. Obviously, we interviewed Martin about it as well. It's
gross.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
It is. You got a 4 hours to dodge.
Yeah, 3,900.
Yeah. It's a good weekend's work. I know you're gutted. I know it's hard to talk to people sometimes when we get eliminated from the comp, and I can tell you are gutted. And it means a lot to us for you to have a chat. It really does. But have you enjoyed the weekend?
Yeah, it's been good. Just once I got into that position, I felt like as long as I don't lose the races, I felt like I could quite easily have taken that down. You'll probably see on the live feed that no one's particularly great on there.
No.
But I didn't get any luck at all. Obviously, you need luck to win tournaments.
Yeah. You get anything good, we just need to hold, don't we?
Yeah.
I know you're gutted. I'll not keep you. Go and spend it wisely.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
Nice one. Cheers, Joe. Thank you very much. So there you go, quick word with Joe. I know some people don't like talking, and Joe was definitely gutted. Martin's aren't in the box. Martin is not in the box. And he's re-raised, and I'm guessing that Martin, no matter what he's got, is in a lot of trouble here, because we've got the nut flush draw, and he won't be passing. Martin's moved all in. Now you're playing ace 10 of diamonds. It comes diamond. You ain't passing, are you? You can't be passing. Yeah, we call. What's he got? Ace king of hearts, by the looks of that. Against the ace 10 of diamonds. So the ace king's actually in front. Not anymore. Boosh, straight in. Martin Bader is now out the door. Straight out. Martin Bader is not going to be a 2-time champion. Well, it's all gone a bit whooshy. counting the stacks, but we think we definitely got him. That's the hand that sends Martin out in 5th. A winner on the GKPT circuit. 5th in Brighton, Mr. Martin Bader. Yep. Thank you very much, guys. Shakes the hand straight out, and here were his thoughts.
He min-raised under the gun. I woke up with ace king of heart. I've re-raised. He raised it. He made it 40, I think. I made it 118.
You've got a hand there, haven't you?
Yeah. He called. Flop came up. Jack 6-3 with 2 diamonds. He checked. I've jammed.
Yeah.
Tanked a bit, and he called with ace-10 of diamonds. Basically, he's never folding.
All right, okay.
He's never folding.
Yeah.
Of course, he got there on the turn, and it's a history.
So you get the chips, and unfortunately, we don't.
I should play only the hand when I'm behind. That's the only one. Yeah. But here we go. That happened.
Another final table, buddy.
Another final table. We wish, I would have loved to do the double, but didn't happen. I've run out of gas.
You've entertained us.
Thank you.
As always.
Next
Cheers.
time.
Cheers, Martin.
Next time.
Thank you very much.
Buddy.
So back into it yet again. Well done, Martin Bader. Thanks for talking to us. Thanks for talking to us. We're down to 4. Just like that, we're down to 4. So in the big blind, we're defending with 4-7 of diamonds. It's going raise, call, so the small blind, big blind, and the cut-off coup. And we've got the nuts. That's alright, innit? That'll do. We're raising the call for king deuce, and look at that, we just, delicious. No help for anybody whatsoever. Alright, Ben's got a pair. They're only going to get themselves into a lot of trouble if they decide to jump or decide to bet out. Chris is probably going to find out where he is. That's exactly what he's done. Well, now then, Ben's looking 200,000, blind to 10-20, 10 bigs. Oh, he's got the triangle. Oh my word, he's just walked in. Well, he's just walked into an exit. He's just walked into the exit door. You're drawing dead, and that is it. You certainly could have got him off a hand, a marginal hand, but certainly you're not passing the nuts. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, straight out the door in 4th place was Ben. Ben Windsor. Wowzers. It could have been a great move. Unfortunately, we've just walked into the absolute stone cold nuts. Here's what he had to say. One of the most consistent players on the circuit, unfortunately, just finished 4th.
Yeah,
we're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer. But a lot of people were saying that you're going to have a good year, and you're proving them right. But we're just falling to the final hurdle.
Yeah.
Are you pleased?
Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I'm disappointed, but I think I'm going to get a good one this year at some point. But just got a bit unlucky on the final table. Like 7s against 5s and the 8s, 9 against 8s, 5s.
The 5s was.
Yeah, pretty crucial. And the lad who's got all the chips now, who was short stacks, it's just meant to be, I think, for him.
Yeah. Just run us through the final hand.
Final hands was I've only got like 140, 160, and the blinds at 10-20.
Yeah.
But he under gun +1 raised and small blind called. I've got 4-7 of diamonds, so I think if I can hit any part of this flop, I'll call. The flop comes down A7-8, all hearts. Check. Turn card comes deuce diamonds. Check. And now he bets out, and I thought if he flopped a nut flush, I thought he might check again and try and let someone catch up. But Chris folded, and I thought it's good enough to get in there, I think. Yeah. And obviously he flopped a nut flush.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. Good final. I like the moves with the ace kings as well. You're putting the pressure on the guys just by jamming the lot.
Yeah.
I was liking that.
I didn't have much more than I couldn't have had any more than 25 big blinds at those spots.
Right,
so it's a tough spot. You can free bet, but if you miss a flop, it's awkward, isn't it? But,
well, we're getting closer and closer.
Yeah. Hopefully Gukpt. Hopefully you can.
We'll see your name in lights. Thanic's finest. Ben Windsor. Nice one, buddy. So 300. Well done to Ben Windsor. And the guys, I think they're just chipping some the colours up. Not that there was a break, was there? £7,800 for Ben, and the 300, and I think they're just checking the stacks, and they want to all getting rid of all the thousands, and they're having a chat. I don't know if they're talking about a deal or doing anything, but do they want to? Are they taking an unofficial break? I think they might be. They might be taking an unofficial break here. Chris Barnes, who's been short stacked nearly all day, is now is now 300 for the trophy. Regin and also Chris Cousins, the three guys are just counting the stacks. They're going for an unofficial break, so we'll just leave it on. I don't know how long the break was, so we'll not. It could be a while, but we'll leave it on the picture, and I'll come back with any news. Oh, here we go. So, 300, and we're talking about a deal. Somebody's found a pair of size 12 high heels on eBay. Like, really? Or thigh-high boots? There's no chance if I had a pair of boots that fit around my thighs. Oh my god. Thanks to Lookbox Pete, he's disappeared. Nice one, Pete. Wow. Oh my word. There'd have to be a special reason for me to wear high heels and a dress. There would have to be a special reason. And a lot of money involved. So we're still talking money.
I'm much better. I'm like, wow, amazing compared to like 2 days ago when I was like, which Rex I'm gonna die. Honestly, it was so hard, but I'm better today. Hopefully, I'll finish and I'll get to go and check it out. I didn't know that I can't believe I put that guy out. He was blocking. Wow. They're so cute. Not bad for no, I think. So how's Portugal? Who are you there with? Where am I? Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, these ones are pretty close. What? I'm Johnny Depp. Oh, that's actually that's really nice. Yeah, I'm not a shit, not a whore. That's shit. Did you like this? I don't know if you ever had that. And on your laptop on the phone. I quite like that. Did you like it? It's simply beautifully. I do. It's put on the thing. Well, they're on the GKBC website or they're on the Facebook. You don't go on. Give you a copy.
Oh yeah, give me a copy. Yeah, give me a copy.
Chicken. Taking the time out to get a nice. I wonder about his name. No, break. Jewish. What's up, Ian? You're not happy. You're not happy. Why? Why are you not happy? How much? Oh,